The governor of Gyeongsang province. During the Joseon dynasty in Korea, the governor of Gyeongsang province had his office in Andong. In a town in Andong, there lived a young couple and their 6-year-old son. On the day that the governor of Gyeongsang province was to arrive for his post, the town held a festive procession with much fanfare. And when the 6-year-old boy saw the procession, he said to his father, "Father, when I grow up, I'm going to become the governor of Gyeongsang province too." And his father said, "You cannot become a government official because you are a person of a low birth." On hearing this, the child was shocked. He began to wither and weaken, and eventually he passed away. The father was so distraught that every year he made an offering for his son on the anniversary of the night he died. 14 years later, a 12-year-old governor of Gyeongsang province came to office. While touring many different places in Andong, he found a familiar town. For many years, on the 7th day of every 11th lunar month, he had dreamed of a small stream that flowed through a thick old pine forest. Past the stone bridge by the stream, there was a thatched house just outside the town. Inside the brushwood gate, there were 2 date trees standing in front of the well near the house. In his dream, he used to open the brushwood gate and go into the house, where he was served a great deal of food. He had had that exact dream the day before, and now he stood in the very same town. He opened the brushwood gate of the house with the 2 date trees standing in front of the well. A man who seemed to be slightly less than 40 years old came out of the room and saw the governor. Next, a lady came out of the kitchen, having heard someone open the brushwood gate. The 12-year-old governor of Gyeongsang spoke first. "Was there an offering in this house last night, by any chance?" The couple looked at each other in surprise. The husband answered, "Yes, there was an offering here last night. But how did you know that, sir?" "Last night, I dreamed of coming here and eating a lot of food." "But who is this offering for?" The man replied, "It was an offering for our son, but..." The governor asked, "Why were you making an offering for your son?" Since the young governor was curious, they told him the full story of their son, who had died 14 years before. While listening to the story, the governor's heart overflowed with the emotion. He held their hands tightly and said, "You must be the father and mother of my past life." With that, the governor collapsed on the spot and died without a word. 14 years before, the 6-year-old child was shocked and had died with the wish unfulfilled. The spirit was born as a son of a princess in order to become the governor of Gyeongsang. At age 12, he had begged the king, his maternal grandfather, to let him become the governor. As soon as he had fulfilled his wish, he changed his body and passed away just like that. Sentient beings leave the world after fulfilling their wishes. Sometimes when people finally gain wealth and begin to enjoy themselves after having led a poverty-stricken life, they pass away. Their relatives lament, for the deceased did not even get to enjoy life once it finally turned around for them. Because such a person's sole wish is to become wealthy, when that wish finally ripens and he's actually able to live well, his mind wears out completely and he dies. It is the same as becoming totally exhausted and not being able to get up after finishing an important anticipated event. There was a student who, after 10 years of hard work to receive his PhD, died in a German airport on his way back to Korea. His sole wish was to earn the PhD degree, but when he finally received the degree, he felt, did I go through all that just to receive this piece of paper? The sense of futility made him let go of his mind, and he died. There is, however, a way to live longer in such situations. If you make such ones as, may I be freed from poverty to serve Buddha well, 발언, or may I receive a PhD to serve Buddha well, 발언, in ordinary times, you will live well in order to serve Buddha. It is because people have no other wish than to be well off or to receive a PhD that they just end with the fulfillment of their wish. If you do not know how to invoke one after you fulfill your wish, you should produce the mentality to do more meaningful things to do the wish that has been realized. Leaving the world after fulfilling one's wish is the way of all sentient beings. One who leaves the world after having served Buddha well is fortunate.